This tsunami of attacks on people in Ireland, people going about their business. They could be young, they could be old, they could be women, they could be men, they could be children, they could be babies and prams being attacked by unhinged lunatics and people that should not be here in the first place continues unabated this week. And this is a story that's being heavily suppressed for very, very good reasons. This is horrendous altogether. There's actually so much going on at the minute that's being suppressed. I can't even keep up with it, even uploading 2 and 3 times a day, 6 days a week. Still can't cover all these attacks. That's how bad it is at the minute. And I also believe that they're being suppressed. So I believe even the ones that I can't cover are just the tip of the iceberg. This is something that happened in Dublin, where a foreign national who apparently is suffering from health issues attacked an old age pensioner, a mother with a baby in a pram, and if it wasn't for the intervention of an elderly priest, it could have been even worse. And again, this is being heavily suppressed. And again, this is set against the backdrop of lies and gaslighting that has been in full flow for a long time now from the likes of Helen McEntee, the then Justice Minister, who famously said Dublin is safe while she walked around with an entourage of Gardaí flanking her at left, right, centre, front and behind. And now that muppet, Jim O'Callaghan, saying, I think Dublin is getting safer. I could walk around anytime, anywhere and feel safe. I've yet to see it happen. I've yet to see him go on an unaccompanied walkabout. Have you seen him out and about on his own? We saw Varadkar, the cockroach crawling back out from under whatever rock he was hiding under. And he was accosted in Parnell Street. And he's crying about it. Putting in a complaint to An Garda Síochána because he was heckled and harassed, walking alone in public. And why was he walking alone in public? Had he not got any protection detail? What was he doing down in Parnell Street? So many questions, so little time. But anyway, back to the story at hand. Street chaos. This is the headline. Irish crime. Man. No description. Man carrying a sharp implement. What was it? Apparently it was a knife. Some people think it was a syringe. Attacks a jogger, an OAP, and a mum with a pram in Dublin. Gardaí were notified and rushed to the scene where the suspect was arrested. Unfortunately for them, they had to rely upon an elderly priest to take action before they rushed to the scene. Got a video here. This is from an account over on Twitter, a chap called This Is Dublin. He puts up some great videos. This is taken from his page. People send him videos. He puts them on his page. Some people do that with me also. I have an email address on my holding page for this account. If you have any stuff like this and you want to send it through to me, even anonymously, you can do that as well with details. Just saying, here's a platform, use it. But this is the video that was sent to him of Gardaí hoking through bins to try and find the implement that was used in this attack on several Dubliners. Here we go.
Folks, I'm making this video because I posted this video earlier asking what happened in Harold's Cross. I was sent in these videos of guards searching the bins and gardens, and they had all the end of Harold's Cross, just that Mount Argus closed off. But I'm at the going into me messages, and I'm at the seeing this message here, which I'm going to show you now in a couple of seconds, from a girl saying that a woman was stabbed. She had 2 children by a man, and a man stabbed another man on Harold's Cross. Give it.
So that's the video, as you can see.
I posted.
There's a lot of people standing around bewildered. Look at the amount of Gardaí that are there. Look at this. They have one sticking his head in a bin. Brilliant, brilliant piece of detective work right there. You have multiple unmarked cars. You have multiple squad cars. The Garda presence down in that area. You have your van there. There you go, another unmarked car with the blue lights on, another van, and Jim Gavin's head on the lamppost. Vote Gavin, eh? That'll make things better, won't it? So the details in this one are the details that I have. And you know what? It's getting dark out there as I'm speaking. Look, ooh, maybe that's a sign. I don't know. There's a storm brewing up out there. It's got dark as I've been making this. A priest aged in his 80s, came to the rescue of a female pensioner who was targeted by a man brandishing what was described as a sharp implement. So an 80-year-old priest came to the rescue of a 70-odd-year-old pensioner. 73-year-old woman was one of a number of people who were assaulted during the course of the terrifying incident yesterday afternoon on the capital southside. It can be revealed the suspect, who is understood to be a foreign national, you don't say, was attempting to stab people and threatening anyone he came across at Kimmage Road Lower at around 4 p.m. Anyone was a victim. Anyone was a target. 73-year-old woman, mother with children, elderly priest, jogger, you name it, they're fair game. Among his targets was a young woman pushing a baby in a pram. It alleged the man attempted to stab in the hand as she walked in the Harold's Cross area. While this woman didn't require hospital treatment, a male jogger suffered a facial injury when he was swiped in the face with a small blade. Gardaí tonight could not confirm local reports the weapon was a syringe. They couldn't confirm it, or they wouldn't confirm it. They couldn't or they wouldn't. It's understood the implement has not yet been recovered. Well, sure, if they don't know what it is, how do they know what they're looking for? Huh? How do they know? They couldn't confirm it. Among the people that this individual targeted was the 73-year-old woman who was walking near a church when he grabbed her. Fantastic. She might even have been on her way there for a little bit of solace or to get some peace and quiet. While this exchange was happening, a very elderly priest came to her rescue, and further harm to her was thankfully prevented. Rescued by an 80-year-old priest. The 73-year-old woman rescued by an 80-year-old priest after being attacked by a foreign national with health issues. It's understood the priest was coming out of the church when he saw the commotion and intervened. Thank God he was there. Literally, thank God he was there. Anyone passing by was threatened by this individual, said a source. Gardaí were notified and rushed to the scene where the suspect was arrested. Rushed from where? What were they doing? Were they looking up, see people putting up flags? Were they policing the internet for nasty words? Leave it to the parish priest to do the donkey work. The suspect is understood to be suffering from significant health issues. Well, whatever health issues he's suffering from, it didn't prevent him from going walkabout and attacking a pensioner and a jogger and a woman with a pram. His health isn't that bad. Unless, of course, it's the old mental health card, in which case, why is he walking free at all? Garda are appealing for witnesses to the bizarre events. Bizarre events? Potentially murderous rampage, I think is the right description. Spokesman said Gardaí were alerted shortly after 4 on Tuesday, the first, what day is it today? Thursday, 2 days ago. Following reports, many individuals have been approached and assaulted by a lone male. Obviously, his health wasn't that bad. Garda responded and arrested a man in his late 20s at the scene. 2 of the individuals assaulted a woman in her 70s and a man in his 30s. That was the jogger. Were taken from the scene to hospital for assessment. So that's the state of play. That's where we're at right now. And this is being buried. Excuse me, buried, I tell you. Where's the comment from Simon Harris? Too busy pontificating about Gaza. Where's the comment from Micheál Martin? Too busy banging on about the flotilla. Where's the comment from People Before Profit? Too busy rattling their cans. Where's the outrage? Where's the comments? Too busy looking overseas instead of looking to their own back door. It's a disgrace. They're a bunch of liars and a bunch of gaslighters. If you agree with me, leave a comment below. If you disagree with me, leave a comment below. Share this video, spread it around. As dark and gloomy as it may seem, this is what the reality of Ireland is now. Media suppression, media cover-up, and diverting people's attention elsewhere when their own people are being attacked. Women and children and pensioners and priests and mothers pushing babies in prams. But hey, Ireland for all. Yeah. Can I hear an amen? But anyway, let me know what you think. Share this content out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. If you don't want to subscribe, I'm not going to fall out with you over it. As long as you watch the content, you leave a comment and you share it. We're good. You're welcome back anytime. For now, I'm Rick Munn. This is No Risk, No Reward Media. Over and out.